Hello everyone and welcome back to Civilization 5 with Darkfire Slide. That's me. Yes, I'm Darkfire Slide. I know it's a weird name. You don't have to tell me twice. And we're back with Spain. Mighty, mighty Spain. So what are we doing right now? Well, we're picking up from the last episode. We're just trying to consolidate our realm at the moment. I think realm is the right word. So can we actually hit him now? We can. Awesome. I really wish we had honor, like, not gonna lie. The more I play, the better I feel about honor as a viable, like, tree, I guess. If only the first level for just getting the free culture from nuking so many barbarians.
He who destroys a good book kills reason itself.
Alright, we can build the library now, which we're gonna need if we're gonna expand more. Alright, we have a second worker now, which is awesome. We're going to use it to help expand Barcelona here. We're going to get Drill, improve his combat effectiveness in rough terrain. It's so weird how it jumps around from unit to unit like that, but hey, it works. We're just going to nuke these barbarians. I have the battle animations turned off because I don't like to sit there and watch it, I guess. I'll be honest. I'm a little impatient sometimes. It happens. I think it happens to all of us. I think we're gonna build a shrine in Barcelona because we really want to found a religion. We've got a huge advantage to do it. I really want to take advantage of it while there are religions to found. So we're gonna get started on that. I think Masonry next. Do we even need Masonry yet? Not really, though. We will need it in the, semi-near future. Lighthouse could be huge for all of our coastal cities, which we're gonna have a lot of. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. But that's 1, 2, 3. We could probably build another city here without getting in too much trouble. We're going to have a lot of coastal cities, but whether or not we can immediately take advantage of the lighthouse is a different story. Although the Great Lighthouse would be an awesome wonder to pick up if we're going to be a naval empire. Although we really need... Okay, we're going to get calendar first. I forgot that we didn't have calendar. We're going to get calendar so we can get these things worked and increase their productivity. So white empires are all about tile management, which is why we're not going to be building a whole lot of wonders over the course of the run, really. I was just thinking for a second there. Yeah, this is a city-state quest, but we don't really have any units at the moment that can really do anything about it, and we really need to get our economy stabilized here. I didn't want to do that. We really need to get our economy stabilized because we need to, be able to build more military units in the event that Montezuma gets uppity and decides to attack. We can't build a road yet because we don't have the wheel, so we're just going to keep improving provinces, or tiles, I should say. I say provinces because I played so much Europa. I'll probably end up talking at some point why I decided to play this over Europa, even though I think I like Europa more, if I'm being 100% honest. So we've kind of unintentionally avoided this area. It may be prudent to build another scout to try to find... I don't think we're going to find any more ancient ruins at this point, which is fine because we got plenty to help cover our early game and put us in a good position. We discovered Sydney. Very nice. Yeah, there's an encampment there. It's not a city-state quest, which is interesting. Let's talk about the long game for a minute. So, what is our play here? What are we trying to go for? I've thought about maybe trying to go for a diplomatic victory. The reason behind that being because we're gonna have discovered so many city-states so early on that we may be able to start building relationships really early on, especially if we start, if we get vassalage, I think is the name of the policy tree. The one that lets you get a vassal aid. Caravan. Very nice. Oh, hey, Lake Victoria. This is very nice. just slipped by Yerevan there. The other reason being, of course, that city-states can provide huge bonuses, such as happiness and culture. Those are my two favorite bonuses from city-states. We're in a really strong opening position. However, we are also in a very vulnerable opening position. If I'm being 100% honest, our happiness is great because we've been finding all these natural wonders. Alright, hey, Zurich. Just trying to get a feel for where we're gonna go there. The trade ship will be done in 4 turns. Very nice. Shrine will be done in 5. So I'm really happy that we have a. Oh hey, we're 4th in food, so that's nice. Somebody has 5 surplus food. Holy crap! They probably went tradition. So I've always found in Civ that it's a lot easier to go tall. The reason being that it's a lot easier to manage the issues with expansion with tall, because you don't have to expand if you're tall. You can afford to build buildings because you don't have a lot of tile maintenance.
So teach us to number our days so that we may apply.
Cool, we can build plantations now. I think we get the wheel. It's going to take the least amount of time, and we can start building roads to connect our cities to one another, which will get us a huge amount of gold. Well, not a huge amount initially, but eventually it'll give us a lot. And then I think we pick up optics after that. Try to get an early Great Lighthouse. Because that could be huge for us as a naval empire, which we plan on being. Oh, that is so cheeky, Russia. I'm a little salty that they did that. I didn't think they were gonna expand that fast, but too late now, I guess. We may have to flat out delete that unit unless we can get open borders from Russia here. Hey, Russia.
Здравствуй.
Did you accept an embassy?
Продолжай. Разумеется,
Oh, they
нет.
want me to pay. Okay, so they don't have writing yet. So I can't actually ask them to accept an embassy. Oh, we can't do open borders yet because we don't have civil service. So this unit is dead. This unit is basically worthless unless we can somehow get open borders at some point. I don't think it's worth keeping. I don't think it's worth keeping the upkeep for that many turns. However many 100 turns it would take. So that's saving us 100 plus gold in the long run to do that. I'm sad to lose that unit because it had such great bonuses. Oh, this is so good. Look at this this peninsula there. Oh, that is really good for us because if we pick up exploration, we'll have all sorts of naval places to build things. Let's trade. Can we reach Ur? Yeah, we can. We can reach Ur. So we're gonna trade with Ur, and then we're going to. Do we want any of these? Not. I mean, well, of course we want them. Can we get them? That's the real question there. What tech gave Stonehenge? I think it's the calendar, right? I think calendar gives it. Yeah, calendar gives Stonehenge. Okay. So here's the thing. We can build a shrine in 5 turns. Or we could build Stonehenge in 25. Now, Stonehenge is obviously the much better long-term out. However, if we build the shrine, that'll give us a much bigger immediate benefit, and we can go back to training soldiers sooner. Although maybe a safer play would be to try to just build another archer, like we said we were going to, and then pick up, and then try to get Stonehenge after Madrid grows another time. I think that could be. It could be pivotal. Some wonders are really pivotal, especially like some of the early game wonders are really huge. I feel like. And like I said before, going wide, we're going to have a huge advantage when it comes to faith and religion. So having Stonehenge could be really big for us. We don't have roads just yet, but we can build plantations now, so we're gonna go do that. Oh hey, it's the Aztec capital. I wonder if they're gonna be aggressive at all. I've seen games where they just try to play peacefully. It's really bizarre, being 100% honest. Monument. Get more culture. More culture is always good. They are willing to accept an embassy. That, I think speaks volumes, honestly. I think that means that they don't really want to attack in the near future, though they might completely backstab us, as is typical of the AI in this game. But I guess we'll find out, won't we? We're going to build another archer anyway, though. Because I don't want to really screw around with that. Alright, so it looks like we've established... we're going to pick up Survivalism, because it's awesome. We're going to run away. Survivalism is the... it's a scout upgrade that allows you to heal every turn despite what you do. Alright, discovered another city-state. Very nice. I don't think there is a civ that gets a bonus for discovering city-states, so that would be kind of a cool... That'd be a cool way to buff Spain. Just make them totally, like, exploration-focused. That'd be really cool, actually, I think. A free worker and 25% faster construction rate. Awesome. So, okay. So, I just confirmed something, and I didn't know this before, which just shows that, like, I don't really pay as much attention in this game as I do in something like EU4. But workers cost upkeep. I did not initially realize that. So, Vatican City, they're religious, have an irrational personality, blah, blah,
blah. Wisdom and virtue are like the two wheels of a cart.
Alright, wheel, awesome, it's finished. Let's build roads. That's only going to be 4 tiles in between them, which is, you know, pretty good. Hopefully we make that back. If we don't initially make that money back, we will eventually make that money back. But we're going to pick up optics now. As much as I would like to get masonry to build the pyramids, which we can get because we have liberty, I have a feeling that getting the early Great Lighthouse is going to be much more important for us if we want to play as a naval empire.
Как тебе понравится,
Russia wants to be
если я
friendly?
предложу?
Sure. They're doing pretty well so far. What makes them so special? We are ahead of them on technology. We have the same amount of policies. We have the same number of cities, but we're doing a lot better on population, it looks like. Well, 8 points better. It's not like a ton, but it's some. Alright, so we've got our second archer now, and we're going to start working on Stonehenge to see if we can get it done. I don't have particularly high hopes, if I'm being 100% honest. But we can hope anyway. I think we want a shrine, honestly. It's going to take less time to build.
Haide che de. Alexandro sei mi. Hyoston anakton kai ecco.
It's funny how they chose like a military commander to represent Greece, even though they are very much a diplomacy-based state. Oh, somebody... Oh, Greece, you lost your settler. Oh. Well, that just sucks, doesn't it? We're losing money again. We should get a, probably a second cargo ship, if I'm being 100% honest. And this is one of those times where I really kind of wish I wasn't building a wonder. Especially because we don't have tradition and we don't get a bonus for building ahead of time. Or we don't get a bonus building it. Period, is what I mean to say. Whether or not we're ahead of time at this point in time is completely up in the air. Alright. So we've got a pretty decent defensive force in the case of an attack. I'm feeling pretty confident about our defenses. We can now just sort of start to just expand for the time being. Later we'll have to build up a bigger military once our, economy stabilizes, but that's just the way it goes. We're gonna build a plantation in the bananas as well. I'm pretty stoked about the start. This was a really good start. I wasn't expecting this, especially because when I tried to play this morning, I got wrecked by the Huns fairly early, which I was surprised by, that the AI was actually like aggressive enough to do that. We have to be able to clear jungle before we can build stuff here. Okay, well, that being said, let's just build another farm then. I would build the road, but I don't want to overextend myself. Really liking this continent shape. It's really interesting. And beneficial for us, in particular. Let's, we got fish right there. Let's build a workboat. I don't feel confident enough in this city's production to build a cargo ship yet. I feel like it'd be a waste of time over getting the workboat and making the city grow faster. We're going to build a road here. We want to connect our cities as soon as possible. Oh, hey, more ancient ruins. We'll have to send people to go pick those up at some point. I'd love to get a city over here on this coast right here. That may mean killing the Aztecs, which I'm not above doing. You know, they want my lands, I want their lands. We all want each other's lands. What we really have to watch out for... sure, we'll accept an embassy. What we really want to watch out for with the Aztecs is when they start getting siege technology, because that's when we really need to build up a competent military, particularly one with, like, cavalry. So we'll want to secure horses at some point, and I believe... where were their horses? Are they over here? No, there's sheep over there. Where did I see horses? I swore I saw horses. Oh, right there. Okay, so we'll have to secure these horses so we can build, horsemen. That's at some point.
Как тебе?
Of course, Russia. So it looks like another major competitor is going to be Siam. Siam can be really dangerous, just because they get city-state bonuses, and city-state bonuses are already, like, insanely powerful, in my opinion. Move those onto those guys. That way you can keep working. This is why it's important to have, like, some sort of military in the beginning of the game, you know, because of the barbarians.
You made an instrument to know if the moon...
Cool, we got optics. And we're in the classical era. Awesome. Doesn't really mean anything, I guess. Okay, so he's building the last road that'll connect those cities. I'm really glad there aren't a ton of rivers here. Well, I'm glad and I'm not glad. I'm glad because it means that there's not going to be issues with crossing. However, it also means we're not going to be able to get water mills. So, you know, debatable how useful that is. But hey. What do we want? Mathematics doesn't really do anything for us because we're playing defensively. Horseback riding won't do us anything until we get... I think we go bronze working so we can train spearmen. Love me some spearmen. Use combat strength versus naval in case we run into any more barbarians. Throw you guys on alert. Hey Aztecs, are you just patrolling your... I hope you're just patrolling your borders, because if you want to fight me, you're going to lose. Alright, so we're going to route to here. Really interesting continent. I love this. Okay, we got a city connection, and it looks like we are getting a net profit, because we're making money again, which we weren't before, off the city connection to our capital. We can't get the bananas yet. Let's just try to build the road faster. I think that's a good idea. We are halfway done to building Stonehenge. That could mean that we are in a good position to actually get it completed, which I'm excited about. Of course, it could also be snatched away from us at the last second, as happens so often. Oh, there's even a little tile. I didn't notice that before. I don't pay as much attention in games like this as I should. But they really did some cool stuff with the art in it, I think. What do we want to do with you? Let's build a mine. Let's improve Barcelona's production, because they have plenty of food, but they don't have production. It looks like that's going to end right there. So we'll start sending our trireme back to that position, and then we'll start building roads. Alright, so we've got our plan in place of how we want to play. Now we just need to execute
Here
it.
Hector entered, with a spear 11 cubits long in his hand.
I mean, we might as well pick up Masonry, because we may actually be able to build those quarries sooner than we thought we could, which would be, you know, pretty cool. And we're kind of just powering through these early turns. Civ is a game in the early game where when you get it set up right, like after the first like 50 or so turns, I would say, oh hey, cool, more food. I love it. Alright, Barcelona, what's your production like? Could you build the Great Lighthouse? You could start building it, but you probably wouldn't get it done very quickly. Let's get a granary in Barcelona. I like that idea. Especially because the cargo ship would still take 21 turns. Yeah, Barcelona does not have a lot of production at the moment. We will have to see about possibly changing that. They're going to have a lot of food over the course of the game, but that won't mean anything if there's no... if there's nothing to do with it. Well, there's some hoplites there. Oh, is a word I've been fond of. I used to think it was hoplites, you know? Do you hop? I hop light. Lightly hop. It's a new Coke product. Catherine has completed the Great Library. That's really big for Russia, actually, because, like I said, building wide, you tend to fall behind on technology a lot. In fact, I'm going to double-check our technology here. It looks like we're actually ahead for the time being, which is pretty cool. I think a critical mistake I made earlier when I was playing earlier today is I didn't... I was trying too hard to control my population in the early game. And that's a pretty big mistake you can make when you're playing wide, because you still need population. It's just you don't need cities with like 40+ population like you get when you play tall.
How happy are those whose walk?
Masonry's cool. I'm glad we have it. We can build walls. Horseback riding next, definitely. And really, I want to expand soon. So hopefully, once Madrid finishes Stonehenge, we can get another settler out before we pick up the Great Lighthouse, which hopefully we can. Obviously, Stonehenge is going to allow us to get a religion, like no doubt, within like probably 40 turns, I would say. My Route 2 canceled because we're done. Let's go build a mine there. Increase our production. So as you can see, as we're playing wide, the most important things to doing this really are going to be just making sure we have enough workers, but not too many because they cost money. And then just keep expanding so that you make use of those workers and exploit tiles in the best way that you can. Alright, we're going to get our shrine done in Seville. City connection established. Though it doesn't look like we're profiting as much from this one as we were. But we're going to build a granary nonetheless. Just to help growth for the time being. As well as improve these farms. Or turn those areas into farms. Later on, we will probably be turning those into trading posts. Yeah, well, we're not making money anymore because we're trading with Ur. It looks like we're maybe breaking even. Or losing one. Yeah, I think we're losing one from the tile maintenance between Seville and Madrid. Someone has founded... Morocco has founded Islam. Well, that's cool. Good for him. Withholding all current thoughts about religion and Islam and Christianity and so forth. I don't want to get political. I just want to play the game. I want to take advantage of resources. And religion in this game is a resource. And I'm glad that every religion is equal because that just, you know... It's a freedom of choice thing, really. Oh, there's a mine there. Yeah, we're going to go clear that. Definitely. Get some iron. Somebody built the Temple of Artemis. Not our concern, because we got Stonehenge. +5 faith and great engineer points is awesome. Great Lighthouse is going to take 25 turns. Another settler would take 9. That's also 9 turns of not growing. Maybe we just build a settler in Barcelona instead. I really want to get this. For the bonus movement and the free lighthouse. So, let's see. We're doing pretty well. Russia looks like they're going to be our main competitor in terms of score. Which may be how we end up winning the game, by the way. We'll just have to see on that one, but I wish there was like a trade victory where like if you controlled all of the like luxury resources on the map and got like I don't know, like a certain amount of money or something, then you could win via that. I think that'd be a really cool thing to do, and maybe it's a mod already and I just don't know about it. This version of the game is unmodded, by the way. I probably should have clarified that in the first episode, but you know, hey. I love when you get this listing near the game, because it's not like policies are really going to be that far spread, especially this early in the game. And we're only one turn behind on getting another cultural policy, so I'm really not worried about it at all. Construction would be huge because it gives us more happiness, which lets us build more cities. Let's, you know what? Let's get another settler. We'll build a library after that. We'll worry about libraries after we grab more land, really. So the question becomes, do we take this coastal province up here? I think this coastal province here is safe from anyone else's expansion for the time being. +1 happiness for city connections, and -5% on happiness from citizens. So we would get 2 happiness for that, and then -5% from population. So we'd lose like 5% of 16 is like nothing. Well, it's not nothing. It's just not very much. it's like almost 1. Or we could get a free golden age, which would be pretty sweet, and culture policies cost 33% less. Or each city, or the penalty for getting new cultural policies becomes less. I think we go for that. That's nice. Okay. We're gonna heal up our trireme real quick. And then, cool, we're in a golden age. 30 free production for Seville is pretty huge. Okay, you're done. Let's just build a farm here on the coast. Barbarian encampment discovered. Oh, hey, barbarians. Alright, let's go check it out over here and see what's going on. Oh, it looks like there's an expanded coast over here. That's really interesting. I wonder if the 2 continents are touching, because that would be really, really interesting. I always love when they do that. We'll go build a mine, I guess. Mouse is getting a little funky. My mouse is in a really weird position in terms of like where the actual cord is, so it makes it difficult at times to actually maneuver it, as it were. As you can see, it's stuttering right there. Oh my goodness. We'll go over here. We'll build a mine. Oh, this is really obnoxious, actually. Yeah, build a plantation. Next turn. I should probably be playing with the keyboard, but Civ is a very gently paced game. So I'm not. It's not hardcore. It's not like trying to play EU4 on speed 5. Of course, when you play EU4 on speed 5, the game lags so hard that you can't really do anything anyway apart from pause and hope that nothing horrible happened. Or watch as your army gets stack wiped. Always fun. Of course, if you haven't played EU4, you have no idea what I'm talking about, and this is all irrelevant information. But hey, now you know. That information may save your life. You may not believe me, but maybe one day. So this is another great thing about wide empires, as opposed to tall. You have more production in general. So even though it's not as fast as tall, you still have a lot of production. And for military empires in particular, that can be really strong, I think. Because you can just build so many units at the same time. You know, provided you have the upkeep to afford them, of course.
Three things are to be looked to in a building.
Composite bowmen are
That it
huge. One of the better early game units, in my opinion. Archers in general are just pretty rad in this game, if I may use that terminology. What do we got over here? Just a Look at this. Just a random a tundra forest in the middle of nowhere. Incredible. Do we have anything? Okay, we should go scout down here. We do still have things to scout. We finished construction. I think we go for philosophy to get faith. The oracle could be huge for us as well. Let's do philosophy.
جيت وأنا كل أمل.
Sure. Everyone likes us. I think it's because we have... Well, we don't have the best score anymore. But everybody likes us. So that's cool. Of course, one thing, when comparing scores, I always tend to take wonders out of the equation. I'm gonna... This mouse is getting out of control. I'm gonna use the keyboard a little bit. But actually, this is a really great place to kind of stop the episode. So, I'm gonna stop here. Thank you for watching, if you did. I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one.